What if you woke up tomorrow and discovered your job no longer existed? This is the chilling reality for many in the tech industry as we start 2024. In the first fortnight of this year alone, 46 tech companies have announced layoffs, leading to an estimated 7,500 job cuts. This unsettling data comes from Morning Brew, a trusted source for the latest business news. You might think, that's a lot of job cuts in a short time, and you'd be right. But it's essential to understand the context. This isn't the first time the tech industry has seen such a wave of layoffs. The tech industry was hit by a tsunami of job cuts the previous year. Nearly 263,000 jobs were lost due to the pandemic's relentless grip on the global economy. As staggering as that number is, it's the reality of the situation we're dealing with. But before we sink into despair, let's take a moment to analyze the situation. The recent layoffs in 2024 are different from the ones in 2023. They're less about sweeping cost-cutting measures and more about reshuffling priorities. Many of these companies are not so much downsizing as they are restructuring, realigning their resources better to meet the demands of a rapidly changing tech landscape. It's like a game of chess, where pieces are moved around to secure a better position on the board. And while the headlines might seem alarming, it's worth noting that the unemployment rate in the US remains low. Overall, this indicates a strong job market, a beacon of hope in an otherwise stormy sea. So we find ourselves in a paradox of sorts. On one hand, we have a wave of tech layoffs. On the other hand, we have a strong job market. What's going on? With such figures, it's natural to wonder what's causing this wave of job cuts in the tech industry. Let's dive deeper and find out. To understand the current situation, we must dig deeper into the reasons behind these layoffs. The recent wave of layoffs in the tech industry, with 46 companies announcing around 7,500 job cuts within the first 2 weeks of 2024 alone, may initially seem shocking. However, it's crucial to examine the reasons behind these decisions to gain a clearer picture. Industry experts suggest that these layoffs reflect a reshuffling of priorities rather than sweeping cost-cutting measures. This reshuffling could be a result of several factors. It could be that companies are shifting their focus towards new technologies, requiring different skill sets and thus displacing some employees. Or perhaps it's a strategic move to streamline operations and improve efficiency. Remember, layoffs are not always a sign of a company in distress. They can also be a sign of a company evolving, adapting, and preparing for the future. Now let's consider the broader job market. Despite these layoffs, the unemployment rate in the US remains low. This suggests that the job market overall is strong and that there are opportunities out there. It's a dynamic environment where jobs are constantly being created and eliminated. While one door closes, another opens. Moreover, the tech industry is known for its resilience. Even during the pandemic, when thousands of jobs were cut in this sector, the industry bounced back, proving its robustness. So, while the numbers may seem alarming, experts suggest it's not all doom and gloom. The tech industry is merely adapting to the ever-changing technological landscape, and in this process, it's refining its workforce, its evolution, not extinction. To get a clearer picture, let's take a step back and look at the tech layoffs that happened in 2023. The year 2023 was a tough one for the tech industry. The pandemic had caused a ripple effect that led to many job cuts. It was a trying time, and the tech industry felt the brunt of it. Companies were forced to make difficult decisions to stay afloat, which often meant reducing their workforce. These layoffs weren't a reflection of the employees' performance or the value they brought to the company, but rather a result of the global crisis. It was a time of uncertainty, and the tech industry, like many others, was caught in the crossfire. But let's compare this to what's happening now, in 2024. The layoffs we're seeing today are different. Sure, the numbers might seem alarming, with famous tech companies announcing layoffs in the first 2 weeks of the year, leading to job cuts. But we need to look beyond the numbers. The current layoffs are not indicative of a struggling industry or a consequence of a global crisis. Instead, they're more about reshuffling priorities. Companies are evolving, and with evolution comes change. Once critical roles might now be considered redundant, and new roles aligned with the company's new direction are being created. So, while it may seem like the tech industry is experiencing a déjà vu of 2023, the reality is quite different. Today's layoffs are not driven by necessity but by a desire for innovation and progress. In fact, the unemployment rate in the US remains low, indicating a solid job market overall. It's a sign that while some doors are closing, many others are opening. As we can see, the current layoffs have a different character than those of the previous year. With all this information, the question is, what does the future hold for tech professionals? As we move forward in this era of dynamic technological advancement, the tech industry continues to evolve at a breakneck pace. The recent waves of layoffs do not indicate a declining industry but signify a reshuffling of priorities. Companies are focusing more on innovation, automation, and digital transformation, leading to a change in the types of skills in demand. This reshuffling is creating a shift towards certain areas of the tech industry that are expected to experience significant growth. Cybersecurity, for instance, is one such area. As more businesses transition to digital platforms, robust security measures to protect sensitive data are paramount. Similarly, data science and artificial intelligence continue to be hotbeds of activity, with their potential to revolutionize how businesses operate. Another critical area of growth is the field of software as a service, or SaaS. As businesses continue to seek ways to streamline their operations and reduce costs, the demand for SaaS solutions is likely to skyrocket. Even amidst the layoffs, it's important to note that the overall job market remains strong. This strength, combined with the rapid technological advancements, means that tech professionals with the right skills and adaptability have many opportunities. In essence, the tech industry is not contracting but transforming. While this transformation may bring about temporary uncertainties and challenges, it is also paving the way for exciting new opportunities. Professionals willing to learn and adapt, to upskill and reskill, will be well equipped to navigate this changing landscape. So, while the current wave of layoffs may seem daunting, remember that change often brings opportunity. As tech professionals, we are at the forefront of this change, shaping the future with our innovation and expertise. While the landscape is shifting, opportunities remain abundant in the tech sector. So, how can you protect yourself from future layoffs? Well, let's dive into some actionable advice that can provide a safety net in this ever-evolving landscape. Firstly, upskilling is your best defense. The tech industry is a fast-paced, dynamic field that demands constant learning. Whether it's mastering a new coding language, getting familiar with the latest software, or exploring emerging fields like artificial intelligence or blockchain, your skill set should constantly be growing. Numerous online platforms offer courses and certifications that can help you stay competitive. Secondly, networking cannot be underestimated. Connections within the industry can open doors to opportunities that you wouldn't find on job boards. Attend industry events, join professional groups, and don't hesitate to reach out to people who inspire you. A strong network could be your lifeline in times of uncertainty. Thirdly, staying updated with industry trends is crucial. Knowledge is power, and in the tech world, it's currency. Subscribe to tech news sites, follow thought leaders on social media, and engage in discussions about the future of the industry. This will not only keep you informed, but also help you anticipate where the industry is heading and adapt accordingly. Lastly, adopt a mindset of optimism and proactivity. It's easy to get disheartened by layoffs and job cuts, but remember, every challenge presents an opportunity. If one door closes, another one opens. Be open to new roles, different industries, and even entrepreneurship. Remember, change is the only constant in the tech industry. Stay ahead, stay relevant.